Check. I'm going to give us. Let's see. Check. Test 2, 3, 4, 5. Good evening. Check. I wonder.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, please stand for the Skyline High School Class of 2018 and remain standing for the National Anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Our battery on our remote control doesn't want to work right now, so please take your seats. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Apologize for the heat. As principal of Skyline High School, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the commencement exercises for the class of 2018. We would greatly appreciate your cooperation by remaining in your seats during the ceremony. Let's try that again. I apologize. Please remain in your seats and turn your cell phones off so everybody can enjoy the ceremony tonight. I do have one addendum to the program. We will have a musical number performed by Marissa Hackey, and that will be after Mr. Omar Chavez's speech. Before we start tonight, I'd like to thank some people. Please hold your applause until I read everybody's names. Special thanks to the Skyline custodial crew and the district maintenance staff. Thank you to Mr. Ralph Frost and his special events crew. Thank you, Mr. Pat Burns, for the sound, Mr. Jake Snar and the Skyline Symphonic Band. Thank you to the Skyline Music Department and Director, Mr. Bruce Ford. Thank you, Ms. Heidi Guza, Linda Birkenbein, Luke Hatch, Dave Sanders, Brett Taylor, and Suzette Klein. Also, thank you goes to Ms. Julie Naraki and Aaron Price and the National Honor Society as advisors. Thank you, student government and your advisor, Ms. Heidi Guza. Thank you to the Skyline Booster Club for your assistance all year in supporting all Skyline students. And thank you, finally, to the Skyline faculty and staff for your tireless efforts and preparation for these graduates. We do have a few special retiring individuals I'd like to recognize tonight. We have Mrs. Tammy Sorensen, who has been teaching P here for the last 30 years. Mrs. Heather Carasoni, who has been teaching English. And finally, Mrs. Karen Beck, who has been teaching orchestra both on the east side and west side. Please give these individuals and crews a round of applause. Now I'd like to introduce the individuals sitting on the stage. We have Mr. Dave Lent, trustee for Idaho Falls School Board. We have trustee Larry Wilson as well. We also have Superintendent George Boland and Dr. Sarah Sanders, who is the Director of Secondary Education. Tonight's faculty speaker has been selected by the graduates is Mr. Greg Basic. Mr. Caleb Francis has been selected by students to give the honors address. Mr. Omar Chavez will give the student body address. And Ms. Devaney Ponce will give the senior class address. At this time, we would like to recognize those students who, through their consistent academic achievement and effort over the past 4 years, deserve special academic honors and recognition. Students who have earned a 3.75 to a 3.89 cumulative grade point average, wearing bronze medals, and graduating cum laude. Please stand and be recognized. Students who have earned a 3.9 to a 3.99 cumulative grade point average, wearing silver medals and graduating magna cum laude or with high honors, please stand and be recognized. Students who have earned a 4.0 and higher cumulative grade point average, wearing gold medals and graduating summa cum laude or with highest honors, please stand and be recognized. Students wearing the gold cords of the National Honor Society, please stand and be recognized. National Merit Scholarship finalists, please stand and be recognized. Students wearing the Certified Nursing Assistant, Pharmacy Technician, Emergency Medical Technician, Computer Science, Education Assistant, Culinary Arts, and Pre-Engineering, please stand and be recognized. Students wearing the Red Cross cords, please stand and be recognized. Students wearing the maroon and gray cords of the National Forensic League, please stand and be recognized. Students wearing the platinum cords, students wearing the Academy of Finance and Business Professionals of America cords, please stand and be recognized. Students wearing the platinum cords of Provectus Via, please stand and be recognized. And finally, students registered for military service and duty, please stand and be recognized. We have some very special guests with us this evening as well. We have foreign exchange students who have spent the last year learning what it is to be Grizz Strong. I know that they will leave behind some close friends and acquaintances. Ultimately, they will be taking with them positive memories of Skyline High School and their year as a Skyline Grizzly. They have been awarded a letter of attendance, but I would like to recognize them individually. Please stand as I call your name. Chia Chi Chong, or Miranda, from Taiwan. Yu Shui Chi, or Isabel, from Taiwan. Sofia De Boli, from Italy. Chanon Gugatamas, from Thailand. Sarah Sheiktans from Germany. And Victoria Zimmer from Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Caleb Francis, who will give the honors address this evening.
Dear graduating class of 2018, my name is Caleb Francis, and I'm here to tell you one thing. High school is not at all like High School Musical. You're laughing, but I'm dead serious. I can't tell you how many times I would burst into song in the middle of a teacher's lesson, expecting everyone else to join in and then for us to dance a perfectly choreographed number down the halls, only to find that I was some weirdo singing in the middle of class. Sorry, Mrs. Naraki. But while I'm on the topic of Disney movies, I want to quote a song from one of my favorite Disney movies, Meet the Robinsons. It goes, "Let it go. Let it roll right off your shoulders. Don't you know the hardest part is over? Let it in. Let your clarity define you. In the end, we will only just remember how it feels." Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Man, this kid is a weirdo. First, he thought that high school was an actual musical, and now he's quoting Disney songs at my graduation. Well, sadly, you'd be correct. But I think this song applies to all of us. In the end, all that we can take with us is our memories and the friendships that we've built. I just want to remind you guys of some of the amazing achievements we've had this year. First off, we're the last generation of 90s kids at Skyline. And I know some of you were born in 2000, and to you, I'm extremely sorry, for only 90s kids will remember. But honestly, the world has changed so much in these 18 years that I'm proud to be a 90s kid. Second, we not only beat IF in the canned food drive every year, we set records for the most amount of cans ever obtained. Speaking of beating IF, we beat IF all 4 years in the Emotion Bowl. Just to clarify, the last time that happened was 1992. So yeah, you could say we're one of, if not the best generation of kids at Skyline. But it's because of that I'm gonna miss you guys so much. You'll have to forgive me because I'm gonna quote another song, but this time it's Charlie Puth. It goes, "It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again." I think nothing can sum up our senior year better than this. As I feel the air of anticipation in the room, I know that we're all going to move on and do great things. I just hope that I can see all of you again. As I end my speech, I'm going to quote one more Disney movie. It's one of my favorites, Cinderella. It goes, "I want to share a secret, a great secret that will see you through all the trials life has to offer. Have courage and be kind. Thank you all for making this high school experience as wonderful as possible. I just hope that as we grow up, we are better able to apply each new Disney movie into our lives. Thank you."
The class of 2018 knows that I've loved teaching economics because it's just so practical. We discuss everything from running a business to paying taxes to buying your own home. I often get questions from students who are about to hit the real world, wondering about adulting and real life. Tonight, I thought I would share with you, the audience, a few questions that I've received from this class of 2018. First, don't worry, I'll protect their anonymity. From Nick M. "How do I know if I will like living in the apartment I'm looking to rent?" Nick, that's a great question. You'll want to check the lease and see if you can talk to former tenants. Spend a few minutes in the neighborhood to get a feel for it. From Justin C. "How do I know if the car I'm buying is a good value?" Well, Justin, take it to a mechanic, and for a few dollars, they'll give you a report that might save you some heartache down the road. From Maddie A. "I was thinking that my economics teacher is the best dancer I have ever seen, the wisest, funniest person I know, and may have the best legs on campus. Is that true?" Yes, Maddie, 100% all true.
And please feel free to tweet that out. From Dylan B. Coach Basic, I am really interested in starting my investment portfolio. Where should I begin? Social media platforms, Dylan. I hear people are making a killing by recording themselves playing Fortnite and then posting it on YouTube. From Daniel Helsley. Oops. Daniel H. I have an old coach who is surprisingly strong and agile. Lately, I've been wondering if he could actually outlift, outthrow, and generally outdo me in everything. Are those things actually possible? Yes. From Carter J. I'd like to start my own business after college, Mr. Basic, but I'm not sure what to go into. Do you have any recommendations? Carter, maybe you should try interior decorating. From Katie K, Ashley W, and Alyssa G. Is it possible to come to only half your classes every trimester, come tardy to the rest, and still graduate? I guess so. Well, that's weird. This is not from a student. I'm sorry. This is from Mrs. I. Is it possible to spend too much time buying yarn online? No, not at all. Not at all. There is one letter, though, that I received that I saved just for this very night, and I've been holding on to it for a few months. So I thought that I would conclude my remarks with an open letter to Chad Z. Chad Z asks, Mr. Basic, how can I care for the people around me? That's a great question, Chad. The idea for caring for people is becoming a lost art. The pressure to focus on oneself has never been stronger. To care for those around us, we need to simply look up and look around. Let's resolve to put our phones away and our earbuds and notice the people around us. Who needs a compliment? Who needs a conversation? Who needs a hand? Additionally, the secret to meaningful relationships is to truly listen, Chad. You'd be surprised how service and listening can build bridges instead of walls. He then asks, Mr. Basic, how can I be totally confident in who I am as a person? The answer to that question is a two-part response. First is a follow-up to question one. The more we think about others, the more our problems and challenges don't look so big. We realize that we have it pretty good. Be grateful for what you have, Chad, and don't wish for what you haven't. The second part to the question, how can I be totally confident, is that as we get caught up in social media, we fall into the trap of comparison. The posts of others are always funnier, more glamorous, more exciting than we ever could be. That's because they're not real. People tend to post only the good or dramatized or sensationalized in order to get noticed. If we think we will keep up, we are fooling ourselves. True confidence comes from knowing that we're all just humans trying to do our best. Finally, Chad asks, how can I tell stories better, like you, Mr. Basic? Well, Chad, to be honest, it helps that I've taught the same subject for 10 years, probably 10 times a year. So if you do the math, I've probably told the same stories about 100 times. To be a good storyteller, though, Chad, you just have to be yourself. So tonight, I say to you and to your classmates, just be you. You were born for greatness. You have an amazing story to tell. Be positive and proud of who you are and where you come from. So open your mouth. Your story needs to be told. So Chad, I hope this helps. Ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine if we all looked within ourselves and asked the questions that Chad did? What if we all tonight decided to put ourselves last, stopped comparing ourselves to others, and shared our unique stories? Don't you think we'd all be a little happier, more confident, and more understanding? Oh, I have one more letter here. This is from the class of 2018. Mr. Basic, did we make a difference? Will the experiences and friendships we had here help us in the future? Will we be remembered throughout the halls of this high school? Will we make it in life? Class of 2018, absolutely, resoundingly, yes. You have a unique opportunity now for a fresh start. Just don't forget from where you've come. One of my favorite quotes is from Abraham Lincoln, who said, "I like to see a man proud of the place in which he lives. I like to see a man live so that his place will be proud of him." Okay? Class of 2018, we are most definitely proud of you. I'm sorry, I have one more letter. This is from the faculty and staff of Skyline. Greg, would you please shut up now? We need to get to the sandpiper, and Jarnigan is buying. Well, crud, yes. Good luck, class of 2018. We love you and look forward to your extremely bright future. Thank you.
Welcome, friends, family, and faculty. I am so happy to be standing in front of you today. We, the class of 2018, would not have come this far without your constant support and encouragement. Tonight is very bittersweet, for we are so excited for what's next, but also incredibly anxious for all the changes we're about to experience. Right now, we are surrounded by the people we grew so close to the past 4 years. Everywhere you look, there are people you've studied with, loved, partied with, or maybe even the guy you can count on to share the answers for the test. I feel as though one of the most important things we've gone through in our past 4 years of high school is establishing our close relationships and connections with our fellow peers. I've gotten the amazing opportunity to be in student government for 2 years. I've been able to first-handedly meet people I never thought I would have met before. It's impacted me greatly, and the lessons I've learned will stick with me forever. I wouldn't have made it through high school without my best friend Amadea, but also my parents. Gracias, mamá y papá. Los amo mucho. Gracias por todo el apoyo. Aside from that, I've been able to work within an incredible executive council. Thank you, Kinley Christensen, Marissa Hackey, Kristen Morrison, Fatima Sanchez, Peyton Bird, Jack Snyder, Petra Morgan, and Aubrey Thurningle. You guys made our events run as smoothly as possible, and no matter what happened the day of the event, we always had a plan B or even a plan D. I would also like to give a huge thanks to our student government advisor, Heidi Guza. Thank you for making a huge difference in my life, but also in the lives of others you've been fortunate to teach. You've been a great role model and one heck of an advisor. I will never forget you. Finally, I would like to address the faculty in the class of 2018 for the final time as student body president. As we close this chapter in our lives, I wish you all the best of luck with your futures. I know Skyline will always be a part of my heart, and I hope as you move on with your lives, you can carry a piece of Skyline with you wherever you go. Congrats to class of 2018. We did it.
Good evening, ladies and Good evening, ladies. Good evening. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Classmates, tonight we graduate. Congratulations to you and all those that are here. It is my privilege to address you on this Memorial Day. Since we are back-to-back state champs, I don't think you'll mind if I compare our high school progress with the progress of a football player. Freshman and sophomore years, the first years out on the field where we still had no clue what was going on. There, we were the bench warmers, part of the team but not completely involved. But we wanted to play in the big league. So when junior year rolled around, we played harder and took our task more seriously. There, we were able to play in the district game, but still not the state game. Following these 3 years filled with setbacks and achievements, we continue to follow our passion to play in the big league, our senior year. And like our 2016-2017 state champs, you came out on top. Welcome to the big league. When you get your diploma, remember the person you were when you got up and played your best. But also remember you will go back to being a bench warmer. You'll have to play hard again to reach your next success. You'll have to play hard to reach your next success, your next major achievement in life. I stand here before you, before all these people to say, as you leave and make the world yours, use your education and your discipline to find your path to victory. But you must have passion. Find not just a job, but a purpose. Some might never find this path, but you will. But you can't wait for others to tell you what it is. Go out and find it. Take the path with more meaning. Take the path with more challenges. Sometimes this path might seem to have more failures, but it's not supposed to be easy. And you might even see rock bottom approaching, and you might even touch it. But you have education, and you have discipline, and you have passion. So use rock bottom as your new foundation and build upon it, and you will rise. Is that where you stop, though? No. If there is better than just good is not good enough. Challenge yourselves to be the best days all of your life, because your path is not finished. It has just begun. Find your passion, 2018 grads. I know you will.
You're gonna see it's a destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You're gonna see it's a destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. A friend in me.
To the members of the Board of Trustees for Idaho Falls School District number 91, it is my pleasure to present the Skyline graduating class of 2018. Each student has completed the coursework and credits required by the State of Idaho and Idaho Falls District 91 Board of Trustees to receive their Skyline High School diploma. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow a few minutes for us to rearrange the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the class of 2018. Eric Ruben Abreu. Madison Taylor Ashbacher. Vanessa Annabelle Alatorre. Ashlyn K. Allen. Alma Maria Alvarez. Carson Blake Anderson. Kenneth Jacob Anderson. Michaela Mai Antonson. Brennan Dean Archibald. Jennifer Chavez Artiega. Tyra Lynn Arthur. Jacob William Ameyer. Catherine Electress Baldwin. Tyson David Ball. Blaine Scott Berry. Peyton Deanna Bate. Mercedes Batista Alvarez. Darren Jackson Beck. Jessica Benitez. Chad Arizona Bergeron. Dylan Ambrose Bialis. Kylie Marie Bills. Peyton Michelle Bird. Chance Blackburn. Amadea Lynn Blair. Michaela Marie Blair. Andy Sue Blanchard. Thomas William Blank II. Ashton Christopher Boozer. Courtney Catherine Bailey Boys. Stephen Brock Brassey. Gavin James Braden. Rachel Lynn Brinkerhoff. Dagan Jeffrey Brown. Daniel Brent Brown. Aisha Renee Burns. Tyler James Burton. Zachary Thomas Bush. Daniel Enrique Cabrera. Maria Calzadiaz. Kevin Camacho. Zachary Campbell. Joshua Thomas Thunderlord Carey. Noah Klingerman. Heather Elizabeth Casper. Sarah Harlan Cervantes. Ashlyn Chambers. Austin Ryan Charbonneau. Omar Chavez. Kinley McKenna Christensen. Megan Dawn Christensen. Logan Jeffrey Clark. Cameron Cole. Sarah Dawn Copley. Matthew Orion Corona. Carlos Alberto Cortez. Gerardo Cortez. Justin Bradley Covert. Alexandria Nicole De La Mater. Abraham Alicio Delgado. Myra Alexandra Delgado. Brittany Morgan Dennert. Jair Diego Villanueva. Timothy Bradley. Rebecca Ditzig. Kyrie Louise Doggett. Devin Durfee. Brianna Dawn Elliott. Clarissa Elaine Ellsworth. Ibeth Vanessa Enriquez. Hannah Bryn Erickson. Fernando Arreguin. Alexis Guadalupe Estrada. Jesselyn Emily Evans. Allison Taylor Falk. Maria Anjanette Reynoso Flores. Ashley Elaine Fowers. Michael Alexander Milton Fox. Caleb Francis. Marley Angelo Garcia. Alyssa Lynn Garner. Dominic Roland Garza. Sophie James George. Chandria Gilman. Tucker J. Glick. Josiah Mateo Gonzalez. Catherine Lynn Goodrich. Daisy Gordo. Nicholas Gray. Natasha Ann Gunderson. Alex Gutierrez. Marissa Hackey. Braden Michael Haight. Emma Hale. Abigail May Hansen. Andrew Marcus Hansen. Eli Niels Hansen. Destiny Dale Harmon. Erickson McKay Harms. Michael Edward Harper. We'll give him just a second. Okay. You got it. Jasmine Amber Hart. Daniel Joseph Helsley. Caroline Jane Henry. Zachary James Hoffland. Lucas Aaron Herman. Henry Sterling Hilton. Lindsay Autumn Holtz. Boo Hooligan. Boo Hooligan. Boo. Oh, okay. I like Boo. Holding the line for you. Nichelle Elise Horn. Shaylee Jean Houlihan. Annalie Howard. Megan Marie Huntsman. Kodiak Hussey. Lauren Alexandra Isom. Mason Paul Jacobson. Aaron Lee Jenkins. Logan Ann Jenkins. Tuller Kin Jenkins. Emily Grace Johansson. Bailey Paige Johnson. Derek Benny Johnson. Tristan Lane Johnson.
Xana Maylene Johnson. Catherine Dion Johnston. Abby Ruth Jolly. Carly Blake Jordan. Cameron Nicole Jordan. Carter Barry Josephson. Nicholas Scott Judd. Dylan Ray Casa. Katie Heath. Joshua Joseph Kelly. Brendan David Lamb. Jaden Anthony Landis. Kimberly Landon. Kayla Marie Lane Parker. Faith Marie Later. Megan Joelle Leach. Jessica Lee. Caden Lee Lemons. Diana Lemus. Justin Corey Lenz. Randy Leonard. Cade Joseph Lincoln. Maya J. Lacasio. Ariana Magana. Keegan Malcolm. Nick Maldonado. Jonathan James Malmo. William Andrew Mangan. Alexis Jessica Marlette. Tatiana Marsh. Mikkel Catherine Marshall. Juliana Marie Martin. David James Matranga. Caleb Michael Mays. Mallory Caroline McAfee. Lauren Danielle McCree. Haley Ann McDaniel. Alyssa Madrain. Mary Cruz Mendoza. Lindsay Kate Mickelson. Ashton Marie Milton. Caesar Alexis Molina. Kyler Lee Morgan. Kristen Danielle Morrison. Ethan James Murdoch. Andrew James Myers. Amber Michelle Neff. Jessiana Arlene Neff. Braden Wade Nybar. Faith Laprelle Nybert. Kylie Marie Nelson. Logan Bryant Nelson. Chloe Noelle Nielsen. Caitlin Michelle Nielsen. Joseph David Norman. Hunter Nick Novich. Rosa Ochoa. Hallie Elizabeth Olson. Timothy Rex Orgill. Madison Margaret Oswald.
Bailey Nicole Pack. Rosalind Tina Jean Parker. Drew Dalton Phillips. Dustin Lane Parkinson. Joshua Michael Peck. Carlos Daniel Ponce. Devaney Ponce. Marlene Gonzalez Ponce. Emily Florence Potter. Caden Stone Potter. Jacob Ramon Provencio. Sydney Ray Pullum. Roberto Ulysses Ramirez Francisco. Devry Mikel Rainier. Emily Nicole Reese. Madison Shirley Reese. Tate Jason Rhodes. Eric Rivas. Jordan William Roan. Cameron David Rockneck. Zachary Nathan Rogers. Manny Aranda. Skylar Gregory Ruse. Robert Ronald Rose. Angela Maria Ruiz. Aubrey Celeste Russell. Colin Joseph Saffel. Sayred Saldana. Rafael Aiden Salgado. Alejandra Salinas. Fatima Yamale Sanchez. Jordan Patrick Schmidt. Landon Christopher Schofield. Perry Andrew Shackelford. Leora Joe Smith. Shannon Elizabeth Smith. Trevor Lewis Smith. Juliet Ashley Snow. Myra Lindsay Solomon. Enrique Soto Corrales. Austin Michael Staggy. Cameron Michael Stevens. Keegan Blair Storer. Aubrey Jean Stout. Morgan James Stricker. Matthew Dean Stutzman. Reagan Nicole Talaventes. Peyton G. Taylor. Matthew Duncan Thompson. Gerald Terrence Thompson. Kendra Nicole Tornquist. Karen Trejo. Gage Allen Trost. Joseph D. Tyler. Tristan Draconis Vanwick Sam. Tanisha Vaquez. Jesus Vega. Jorge Daniel Vega. Jesus Gonzalez Venegas. Mackenzie Jade Walker. Gabriel Francis James Watros. Ashley Marie Weaver. Daniel Tanner Webb. Daniel Keaton Welty. Mariah Noel Wood. Ashley Nicole Wolf. Gabriel Kenneth Wolf. Logan Nathaniel Young. Reagan Michelle Young. Lisha Marie Zamaripa. Chad Zahner. Mr. Grizzly. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the class of 2018.
Just 1 minute, please. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2018.
you.